Hello, I am Mr. Adams, and I am going to be combining week 5 with 4th grade and 5th grade. Now, our goal this week is to be able to sing do, ti, la, and so below do, ti, la, and so below the staff. Now, what's going to happen is I did draw some of them up here, do, ti, la, so, that's going to go down. But we also do have mi, re, and so going up. But those I'm not as interested in getting accurate. It would be nice, good. But I really am interested in these that go down, lower than so. So let's do a quick review on some of our hand signs. So we're going to start off with so up here. That's going to be the highest note. It only happens a couple of times. Mi, re, do. And then going down from do, we've got do, ti, la, and we have a so down here. So we had a so up here, we have a so down here. And I have to do it kind of close up here in the middle. As you go down, it should drop, but you might not be able to see my hands. So when I move my hands, it's just going to be a little tiny bit. But it should be, this much. All right, the song is Little Red Wagon. It goes, riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon, won't you be my darling? Pretty easy, right? So it's going to be really slow at first. I'm going to need to be able to show you how to do it with your hands. All right, so it starts on do. It goes me first, you second. Riding up and down, your turn. Riding up and down. So far it's all do. Riding up and down in my, try it. Riding up and down in my, and then on Little Red Wagon. Riding up and down in my little red wagon. And then re. Riding up and down in my, riding up and down in my. So far, so good. A lot of it starts on do, or a lot of it is on do, and a lot of it is on re so far. Starting from the beginning, riding up and down in my little red wagon, re. Riding up and down in my, and here's the hard part. There's a T. Little red wagon. Little red wagon. The won't you is pretty tricky at the ending. It starts on re. Won't you be, goes a drop down to so. Won't you be, try it with me. Won't, excuse me, more of a re. Won't you be, and then it's a la, my darling. Let's try the whole song. It's going to be nice and slow. Riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my, go down to T, little red wagon. Oh, that's tricky. Second time. Riding up and down in my little red wagon, re. Won't you be my darling? Oh, now I know that was really tricky, but what I'm really interested in is these lower parts. I'm going to sing the song, and I want to see if you can figure out how many times does T happen. Now, T, remember, looks like this. It's different than re. Okay, re is the whole hand. T is just one finger, T. So it goes, riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon, won't you be my darling? Should have happened only in one measure at the first time. Riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon. So it should be down here for so at the end, but there should be 3 T's. Little red way, little red way, should have happened 3 times. 3 times. All right. I'm interested in how many times did the low la happen. Low la, so it goes do, ti, la. It's kind of like a dome. So, riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon. Not so far. Riding up and down in my little red wagon, won't you be my darling? Won't you be my darling? My once. It only happened once. Once. All right, low so. How many times did low so happen? Riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon. I keep on doing do. All right, how many times does low so happen? So is this. Not the high so, low so. Down here. Riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon, won't you be my darling? Should have happened at the end of the first and second line. So it should have been at the end, wagon, and it should have happened be, won't you be, won't you be. Should have happened twice. That's not very often. No, it's not. All right, what's going to happen is we're going to try only doing the hand signs that are below the staff. It's tricky. So we don't do anything at the beginning. So riding up and down in my little red wagon, riding up and down in my, here we go. This is our T. Little red wagon. The ending. Little, and then red is up here so we don't do it. Little wagon, riding up and down in my little red wagon, won't you be my darling? That's not very much. Won't you be my darling? So it should have been just at the end of each phrase. All right, what you're going to do next is you're going to be drawing a 5-line staff of your own. And for those of you who are in 5th grade, you should know your note names and your ledger line names. For 4th graders, this would be a possible thing to play on recorder if you guys picked up your recorders. The music was playing on the bottom of the music, and I'll be assigning it or connecting it to the YouTube page, so that way you can check it out there as well. All right, your 5-line staff. All right, you draw your 5-line staff, I will too. All right, do you have your 5-line staff? I hope so. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be drawing notes on lines and spaces and some ledger lines below the staff. Now, first, you have to know your note names. E, G, B, D, and F are your spaces, or excuse me, are your lines. Your spaces, F, A, C, E. For those in 5th grade, you should know all of that. Remember, our do was on F. Our mi is on A, and our C was so. If we go down, that means E was T. Below the staff, 1 space, is la. And then our ledger line, this one down here, this note here, this is so. You're going to be drawing notes on the pattern that I say, and we're going to see if you can get it right. You're going to have 3 notes. I'm going to sing it on solfege. I'm going to be saying 3 notes, and you're going to draw 3 notes, tas, on the 5-line staff. Here's your first one. Try this just to get us going. Draw Do, do, do. Do, do, do. You should have a 5-line staff, and do should have happened 3 times in the first space. This is the letter F. It should have happened 3 times. Do, do, do. All right, now that was an easy example. I'm going to try a harder pattern, and I'm going to see if you can draw the notes. Do, ti, la. Do, ti, la. Do, ti, la. Now this one should be below the staff a little bit on la. Should be do, ti, should be stabbed right through it, and la is just a little bit below. It could be touching the line, but the line shouldn't be stabbing through it at all. F, E, D, F, E, D. All right, number 3. Mi, do, so, the low so. Mi, do, so. Mi, do, so. I'm going to draw the staff up here with the answer. Mi should be the second space. A. Do should be the first space. And then here's the tricky, the low one. Yeah, so you have to draw your own ledger line, an extra line, and then you put your stick and note head right through it. Mi, do, so. All right, we're going to try one more. All right, the 4th one. Good luck. Mi, re, do. Mi, re, do. You're going to say, Mr. Adams, you didn't draw a ramp here. Yeah, I know. I want to see if you could figure it out. You should be able to. Mi is the letter A in the second space. Re goes in between do and mi. Were you paying attention when we did that earlier? Oh my goodness. Do is the letter F. So it should be A, G, F, A, G, F, 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 G, 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 A, G, F. Hot cross buttons, anybody? I know you can all play it on a recorder. So that concludes week 5 for our lessons. I hope that you had a good time. And if you need any help, just give me an email. I would appreciate it. Thanks.